coming out. This is like a huge tour. I do tours all the time. But there are people here. There's a gentleman over here from Australia, all over the U.S. And anyway, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming out. I have so many notes on things that I want to say. I figure we're going to be here another hour before you get in the building. The other reason I wanted to get together tonight is I wanted to show you that I can clean up. Normally I look like a homeless person all the time. Anyway, I'm very lucky to first of all, it's not raining. That's a big deal right there. Yeah, unbelievable. And to have great guests like yourselves, and we have celebrities here. I mean, I've got George Barris, Gene Winfield, Candy Clark. We have Bo Hopkins hiding. Bobby
There's Bo in the corner.
Just amazing, just amazing. Many friends from last year and the year before. Bob Shade from Hallmark Guitars, and just from all over the place. And it's very, very lucky, and I'm very grateful to have everybody come out tonight. The other people that I have to acknowledge, absolutely for sure, is all the tradespeople that put this project together. Managing the house project was very complicated, but we didn't have almost an impossible deadline. Here we had a deadline, and it was tonight. And we went through the worst winter in 30 years. Weeks ago, we had a frozen dirt floor. I'm freaking out. You can't do anything with a frozen dirt floor. You can't put the tile, you can't do anything. And we had to rent an 800,000 BTU furnace on a trailer just to thaw the floor out and to get some heat in the building. But anyway, everybody pitched in. It's 7 days a week on this project. And we didn't worry about the apartments, they're not done. But the main floor, the mezzanine, most of the roof on this side is done, which is the focal point, and that's perfect. And anyway, I can't thank the tradespeople enough for what they've done. The next group on my list is I want to thank the volunteers that are here tonight. Actually, with this new building, we already have 2 charities benefiting from this group tonight. 2 already. Now, about the building. For years and years, I wanted to buy this little 2-acre parcel of land. And it's only 2 acres, but I call it an important 2 acres because it has road frontage. So anyway, finally, I was able to buy that. We tore the little house down, and we have built an architecturally matching carriage house. So it's the same stone, same architecture as the big house and the guest house. And I wanted to go over some of the materials with you because they're sort of interesting. The slate on the roof, on this building there will be 70 ton of slate. That's 3 Prevost buses or 3 Greyhounds on the roof. The big house has 50 ton. The little house has 18 ton on the roof. The 3 colors that you see are from different quarries. Each quarry is noted for their color. Newfoundland is noted for beautiful black slate. So anyway, this slate all comes from New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire. The stone is from Wisconsin. So we've used all the stone here on the big house, the walls out front, the guest house. I think I've created my own valley in Wisconsin now because we've exhumed so much stone out of there. Now, the doors that you see, the antique doors on the left and the right, are not new doors made to look old. They're old doors from 1917. If you've been in the 31 car garage at the back, and remember the turntable that's there, if you haven't been there yet, you'll see it on Saturday. That turntable, these doors, and the hinges weigh about 20 pounds each. And I also got these giant gable brackets from an old garage on Picton Street opposite City Hall here in London. Anyway, The reason I know it's 1917 is because when they took the gable brackets off, the carpenter had signed his name on the back, S. Jones, June 1917. So these old doors are perfect for this environment right here. Now the stone out front that says Fleetwood Auto Salon is Algonquin stone, and that was a gift to me, a very generous gift from Tom Stobie from Owen Sound Ledge Rock. And I'll always be grateful for him for that. That's made, they have all kinds of machinery to mill stone and do rounded bullnose work and that type of thing. They're a super company up north in Owen Sound. Inside, when I finally let you in, inside you're going to see 7,400 square feet of impressed tin ceilings, 7,200 square feet of ceramic tile from Portugal. There's an upper mezzanine that looks down on the showroom. There's 19 chandeliers. It's an entirely different era on the inside than out. I wanted to explain the auto salon thing to you. Back in prior to 1940, the car company, the body makers, the auto body makers used to have get-togethers they were auto shows, and basically they were called auto salons in New York, Chicago, and then they all went on to Paris, to the Paris Auto Salon. And the definition of salon is a big room, a big auditorium. So what they did was they showcased the best bodies that they made for these cars. The coach builders would showcase not the manufacturers. This is the coach builders. So you've got coach builders like Fisher and Durham and Fleetwood and Brunn and Walker LeGrand and LeBaron and Dietrich and Darren and Windovers in England. There were all kinds of them, and many more than this, that all faded away and disappeared by 1940, except Fisher and Fleetwood. I'm not even sure about that now. This is where they would show their best bodies. So it was not the manufacturers that showed the cars, it was the coach builders. So they would show these hand-built bodies on the high-end cars, like the Duesenbergs and the Packards and the Cadillacs and the Lincolns and the Chrysler Imperials and that type of thing. So it's really a fancy affair. A good example with Fleetwood, for example, in 1930, and every year it changed, but in 1930, for example, you could order a Fleetwood-bodied Cadillac or other cars. Fleetwood put bodies on other cars as well. In 1930, you could order 20 to 24 different bodies on a Fleetwood, from the Fleetwood catalog. If you didn't like all of those, then you could go to the Fisher catalog, and you could order another 8 to 12 of those. And if you didn't like those, then you could go to the Special Fisher catalog and order another 8 to 10. So it was just endless, and that's why you see in some of the high-end cars very low production numbers, because the bodies, there weren't a lot of bodies made. For example, inside you're going to see 2 cars, one of one. One car is 7 made, one car is 13 made, that type of thing. Very low production numbers. So anyway, I guess what I'm getting at is the inside of this building replicates those grand showrooms of that era. So you'll see inside. And anyway, again, thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you, Steve.